Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. So we're gonna go ahead and do some general messages for you guys. If that's something that interests you, please stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have any information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you so much for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. So we pulled the multicultural card, but I'm actually getting past lives for this. I feel like you're really connecting to past lives right now, possibly your ancestry as well. You could be learning their customs, their traditions. I'm getting the energy for those of you that are like me, that are biracial. You have, different types of ancestors. You could have Native American ancestors, and then you could have African American ancestors, okay? You could have Asian ancestors, and then you could have Latino ancestors. Take it as it resonates, okay? But I'm getting this energy here of like different ancestors from different places, and you're being called towards one particular set, okay? It's not to shame anybody else in your ancestry or anything like that. It's just that those ancestors really want to connect with you. So you could be called to research right now, learn some of the customs, maybe even practice some of their traditions. I'm getting that energy very strongly. Maybe dressing like them, doing whatever kind of styles I feel called to saying indigenous styles, so take it as it resonates. But there's something here with that, okay? They're even showing me like Quakers. I don't know why, but I'm getting that energy, okay? So some of you guys might just be trying to I don't know. I don't want to say anything that offends anybody, but you could just be trying to practice some of your ancestors' traditions. Let's just say that, okay? I do feel like there's this energy here of a spiritual initiation as well, Gemini. You've made it to some kind of point on your journey where now you're being initiated into a new spiritual awakening, okay? A spiritual awakening is not something that just happens once or twice or even 3 times in our lifetime. It can happen over and over and over again. And some of you guys, you are reaching a new level, okay? This is interesting, but I'm hearing you're going from Ninja Turtle to Master Splinter, okay? So take it as it resonates for some of you guys. Some of you guys were the student, now you're becoming the teacher, or maybe you are a student that is finding a spiritual teacher or a spiritual mentor right now, Gemini. That spiritual mentor could even be somebody who is not in the flesh anymore, okay? It could be like a grand master teacher or something that has left their teachings for the world to study, and you're just picking up on it, okay? So there's something like that going on. But I do feel like connecting with your past lives or connecting with your ancestry. Some of you guys are having a lot of strong visions right now, okay? And Spirit is asking that you don't resist these visions, even if they're scary or they're confusing for some of you guys. It would do you well to maybe write them down, catalog these visions, catalog your dreams, because you're getting clues or hints or something like that. They're giving me almost like a spiritual treasure hunt, okay, is what you're getting. You're being given little clues along the way of where you need to look, where you need to go, what you need to research, what you need to focus on. And this is going to give you answers that you need. Some of you have been feeling like you've been seeking answers your whole life, okay? Who am I? Where am I meant to be? Why am I here? Why was I the one that's chosen? Why am I the one that's protected, okay? I'm getting that energy very strong, Gemini, all right? There's something here that you are trying to locate, or that it just feels like, again, that you're in search of, okay? I'm also feeling this energy that you're being called to pull on your heart center right now, to look for love in all things, look for positivity in all things. Your energy is very powerful right now, Gemini, so now is not the time to dwell or to be negative, because, again, your energy is very powerful and you are manifesting whether you're aware of it or not, okay? They're wanting you to start noticing all the times you say something and then it happens. Okay, so let's just say, for instance, you are coming up to a light, okay, and it's green, and you're like, oh, I bet you that light's gonna turn red as soon as I get to it, and then it turns yellow and it turns red as soon as you get to it, okay? It's not a coincidence, all right, is the energy I'm getting. That's a big message here, is it's not a coincidence, whatever that means for you, Gemini, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of synchronicities, coincidences that you are experiencing right now, and maybe some of you guys are just like brushing it off like, oh no, that can't be anything significant. Yeah, the well, but Spirit wants you to dive deep right now, okay? Whatever answers you're seeking, they're below the surface, okay? So it's not so obvious. You have to dig deep. And again, this could be going back lifetimes. This could be going way back into your ancestry. Some of you guys have some anxiety, some anxiety or worries or fears over what you might find, or again, over whatever visions that you're having right now, okay? I'm getting that very strongly. Yeah, the swan energy, but you are being asked to look at yourself and remove whatever mask that you might be wearing, okay? For some of you guys, it's like maybe you want to do things in a more traditional way, or maybe you want to connect more with your spirituality, with your soul, okay? But you're afraid of what other people might think or say. I mean, not everybody, obviously, okay? But there could be this energy of like, you know, weariness, of being unsure, you know, not wanting to get picked on, not wanting to stand out because, you know, you feel better when you fly under the radar, right? You know, it feels like sometimes like people might make you a target or something, or people go out of their way to like pick on you or to, you know, I don't know, it just harass you, Gemini. It's giving that energy. So you're just kind of like, if I just can kind of blend in, then maybe I won't be, you know, ostracized or whatever. But I kind of feel like regardless of what you do, people are going to talk anyway. So you might as well connect with yourself on an authentic level, okay? Some of you guys are healing some deep ancestral wounds right now, okay? Or some wounds that have happened in your childhood. I'm getting that very strongly. And some of these things happened in past lives too. So that's why I feel like when you're getting these visions, they might not all be pleasant, right? I think we all like to believe that in the past life, we were like royalty that had like a rich life and had like, you know, hot people feeding us grapes while we laid on, you know, lush, you know, animal skins and stuff. And I'm sure that there was lifetimes like that. But I feel like what you're being shown is things that you need to release, okay? Excuse me. As I had talked about it's making me feel like this, but as I had talked about in the community tab, I don't know, a couple days ago or whatever, of like phobias that carry on from a past life, okay? So I was talking about my phobia that I have of trying new foods and, you know, taking new medicines because in a past life I was poisoned. And so I get triggered every time I like introduce something new to my body. I get this like, it's really bad. It's kind of, at one point in my life, I was a little embarrassed by it. Now I'm not, because it's like it is what it is and I'm trying to work on it. But there could be something like that that's getting brought back up from a past life so you can deal with it and release it, Gemini, okay? Yeah, because I do feel like this lifetime isn't supposed to be all work and no play, right? And I feel like a lot of you guys, you do a lot of spiritual work, or it just feels like it's spiritually heavy a lot of the times, okay? So there's some kind of energy here that's wanting to be released when it comes to joy and, you know, just being playful. I'm sorry if you guys hear thunder. It's thunderstorming outside, so you might hear it. I feel like there could be something here where, I told you. I feel like there could be something here where you're connecting with your child, your inner child too, all right? Wanting to do things that are fun, okay? And it doesn't have to be, you know, a rhyme or a reason for it or any kind of seriousness behind it, all right? Just wanting to go do things that are fun. Like, for instance, you know, like it's raining right now, right? Maybe you like to go run out in the rain and run around. I wouldn't suggest it while it's thundering and lightning, but if it's not thundering and lightning, Gemini, maybe you want to go run in the rain, or, you know, maybe you want to hopscotch, or, you know, play some games, or maybe you want to doodle on yourself with pins, okay? Whatever it is. Okay, let's get some cards out here because we've been yapping long enough. I'm also getting the energy of drinking a lot of water, okay? Some of you guys could be drinking a lot of water when you wake up in the middle of the night. If you've had like a strange dream that you feel like was more than a dream, or if you're having visions or something, you can get very thirsty afterwards. Okay, we have the horse energy, which is making me feel like Sagittarius energy, okay? Yes, the cobra. The cobra actually talks about it being a spiritual teacher in this deck. That's what it's talking about. When the student is ready, the teacher will emerge, the healer will emerge, okay? For some of you guys, there is this energy here where you just want to expand or you want to be free, all right? With that horse energy. Some of you guys could be traveling. Maybe you're traveling to some kind of retreat or something, or a getaway, or you're traveling for some kind of procedure. Okay, some of you guys could be traveling to be blessed by somebody or to get some kind of healing for sure. All right, we have the owl energy and we have the hawk that wanted to come out. Okay, so strong intuition and then strong messages from spirit. All right, and I do feel like, Gemini, a lot of you guys are divine messengers. Obviously not everybody, but this does feel like it's a more spiritual message, so you're gonna have to take it as it resonates. But I'm getting this energy of being a divine messenger, okay, of the divine intuition that you're given. The messages that come through, you are meant to give those to other people, all right? And there could be something here where maybe there was a point in your life where you didn't want to do that, or you were afraid or just worried again, okay? I do kind of get this energy with the horse of like being made like being made to feel like you have to blend in when you really don't. That's not your thing, okay? You're not meant to blend in, Gemini. I'm getting that very strongly, okay? Yeah, so I feel like Spirit is saying to trust your intuition. Yeah, you're not meant to blend in. There you go, peacock energy. There's a lot of bird energy too, Gemini, okay? So I feel like, again, listen to your intuition, but there's something here with birds that could be very significant for you. Yeah, I just get this energy of like you're meant to kind of be on display, but not in a superficial way, in a way of like others are meant to learn from you. Whether you're up here doing something like this where you're, you know, doing divination or being a spiritual teacher or whatever you want to call it, okay? Or just in your everyday life, you're meant to teach people, okay? You're meant to show people the way by being yourself. I'm getting that very strongly, okay? Yeah, golden egg. And you have a lot of potential here that's opening up for you in the future, okay? You have not even seen the beginning of your blessings or the beginning of the potential that's open for you, okay? Some of you guys, your creativity is expanding. You're feeling more creative. You're feeling more open and more aligned, okay, for sure. Let's get some messages out here, please, for Gemini. Some spiritual messages. That's what it feels like, so I'm going to roll with it. Spiritual messages here. We have the Three of Swords. Yeah, there's been a lot of pain, okay? There's been a lot of pain. There's been a lot of heartache here. Some of you guys feel like you've been pulled in several different directions, that you've never really been able to focus on yourself or do what feels good for you. A lot of you guys have been busy taking care of other people, feeling like you have to put up boundaries or barriers, even with yourself, okay? For some of you that have like spiritual abilities, like, you know, psychic, mediumship, things like that, I feel like there's been this energy here of maybe even putting a barrier up against yourself. Like whatever you see, it disturbs you or it scares you. For some of you, this stuff could not even be connected to you, okay? I'm getting the energy of being able to see other people's elements. So you could be at like a family dinner or something and you look over at your uncle and like you see, you know, smoke coming out of their throat. I don't know why they're showing me that, but they're showing me like eating at a table with somebody and you look over at them and there's smoke coming out of their throat and they have like throat cancer from smoking, okay? And you know, maybe when you were younger, it used to scare you, you didn't know what was going on, maybe you thought you were schizophrenic. I'm getting this energy of like not being sure whether you should say something, you should not say something. Some of you guys could have even had somebody in your family that told you, oh, no, we don't talk about that stuff. Don't say that stuff. It's inappropriate or something like that. Because I feel like for some of you guys when you were younger, maybe you did, okay? Like maybe you did go, Uncle Bobby, okay? I don't know, whatever. Uncle Bobby, why is your throat smoking like that? Okay? Or some of you guys could, you know, walk up to your auntie and be like, they said that you're gonna get into, I don't know, a car wreck at this time and that time, and freak people out. Because, you know, that's like the stuff that people don't want to hear. Like, don't be telling people that. Okay? Don't go up to people and tell them they're gonna get in a car wreck. That could be like something that your mom told you or something. Like, don't say stuff like that. But it's the truth. Okay? So some of you guys have felt like you've had to basically like stifle your spiritual abilities, your gifts, like your true self to make other people comfortable around you, okay? And then on top of it, again, all this trauma that you've went through, and then the memories of past life trauma that you've went through, it's like it hasn't always been easy for you guys. Some of you guys have definitely been diagnosed with some kind of mental disorder, mental distortion, okay? Something like that, like you've been diagnosed with this, but really it's just this energy that's wanting to be released, okay? You cannot make it up. That's exactly what I was getting. Like there's an energy inside of you that wants to be released, okay? So I feel like if you start, focusing on this stuff and not stifling it away, not pushing it down, okay, and because it's uncomfortable or it scares people around you or it makes you look a little weird, okay, whatever it is for you, Gemini, I feel like there's gonna be this big release and you're gonna feel a lot lighter, okay, especially energetically, because I'm getting that energy very strong. What else do we have here? Spiritual messages for Gemini, please. We have the 10 of Cups. Look at the stark difference here. Okay, the 3 of Swords with the 10 of Cups, it's like, I feel like we have to pause for nature because I'm telling you, the thunderstorms get real around here, really loud. There's something here about wanting to, again, rediscover that happiness, rediscover that joy. Some of you guys, especially like, if maybe you did have a really nice childhood. I feel like I talked to like different groups here. So some of you guys, you had a very painful childhood and the only happiness that you've been able to find in your life is the happiness that you've been able to cultivate for yourself as an adult, having a sense of freedom, and then others of you had a really nice childhood. It's just that you kind of went along to get along is almost the energy I'm getting. Like some of you guys just did not want to disappoint somebody in your family. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I'm picking that up very heavily. Okay, the letters C and J could be significant, but I'm getting that very strongly, like not wanting to disappoint somebody, okay? But I do feel like your intuition is telling you that you are meant to be happy, or that happiness is here, or that you're protected, or that, the things that you're going through right now, it's not for nothing, is almost the energy I'm getting as well. I do feel like there's this, look, I'm telling you, highly intuitive, Gemini. I feel like there's something here where it's like you are possibly the most intuitive person in your family, okay? Now, that's not for everybody, obviously, but I am getting that very strongly. Like some of you guys are just very divinely connected, okay? Connected to yourself, connected to nature, connected to the divine. And it really is about letting that energy flow, okay? Letting that energy come out. I'm getting that very strongly. Some of you guys feel like you are destined to live a life on your own. Okay? It's funny too because this is some like realization that I've been having and everything. Like I remember at a very young age telling my mother that I was never going to get married. And her being like, oh, that's impossible. You're such a pretty girl. Of course you're going to get married, right? And I just never felt like I was. Like it always kind of felt wrong to even say that. And then when I met my first spiritual mentor and I, casually mentioned, I wonder if I'll ever meet anybody that I can be really serious with. She kind of like, it deflated me at the time, but now it's something that I lean into. But she told me, she's like, the high priestess doesn't marry. That's what she told me. And, I don't know if maybe it was because she was getting a message from spirit or something like that. But some of you guys, maybe that's something that you just need to come to terms with, is that you're not meant to be with anybody. Like you're meant to be with yourself. Like the universe is your soulmate. Spirit is your soulmate, okay? For some of you guys. Like we talk about the other half of us and all that good stuff. And it's like for some of you guys, spirit really is the other half of you, right? There's something here where it's like you have, I don't want to say a higher calling, because people who are in relationships and can do that whole marriage thing, that's great, that's beautiful, and I'm happy for you, but some people have a different route, a different calling. Some of you guys are meant to be with somebody and continue down this spiritual path with that person, okay? So it's going to be different for everybody. But I feel like I am talking to those who are single right now, and you've been single for a while, and you do want a relationship, and you wonder, why am I single? Why does it feel like people I meet are simply lessons for my growth, and it never makes it past a certain point. Or, you know, people seem to pick up on my energy that I'm different, you know? And I feel like it is because you are meant to go down a different path, Gemini, okay? So for some of you guys, maybe you feel like you're always going to be alone, and even in regards to friend groups. Some of you could find yourself alone a lot more than you're with other people. Like just friends, family, whatever. Like you find comfort in being on your own. But I feel like you do crave some kind of human connection as well. So I'm picking that up very strongly. For some of you guys, Spirit could be sending you in a soulmate, okay? Just take it as it resonates. But it does feel like there's something here where it's like the most important thing for you to do is to connect with yourself, to connect with the trauma that's going on through you that needs to be released, to get yourself energetically clear. That feels like that's the most important thing that you need to be focusing on right now, okay? Some of you guys might be single parents too, because I'm getting that energy very strongly. And I don't feel like, I don't feel like any kids are mistakes personally, okay? I really like despise when people talk about kids being mistakes because, I don't know, I have a soft spot for children, okay? But I just feel like, you know, there could be something here where maybe you're like, well, why am I single and I don't have anybody? Like, is this the way that it's supposed to be? For some of you, yeah. You know, don't get caught up into this, like, you know, hate culture that we have surrounding single parents nowadays. I mean, of course, it's not like something that everybody strives to be. I don't think people strive to be a single mother or a single father, but there's nothing to be ashamed of if you are one and you're just trying to do the right thing by your kids, okay? For some of you, you are meant to birth little chosen ones into the world, and you are all that they need, okay? So for some of you guys, you're out here being the mother and the father to your kids, and you're doing a damn good job, and don't listen to anybody that wants to tell you different, okay? People that have mothers and fathers in their households, they grow up fucked up too, okay? Just saying. So I just get this energy here of like, there has been this, maybe an energy of feeling ashamed of you or feeling ashamed of your situation. Do y'all hear that thunder? Like, it is loud. I wonder how loud it's coming through on film, because in person, it's loud. All right, what else do we have here? We have 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, divine messenger. For some of you guys, you are meant to do some kind of spiritual work, okay? So you're meant to do some kind of blessing work or psychic work here. For some of you guys, you're meant to craft something, build something. For some of you guys, your creativity really comes through in an intuitive way. And there's something about whatever you create, whether this is art or maybe you woodwork or maybe you do some kind of metal work, Gemini. Some of you guys might craft, like, I don't know, getting knives, okay? For somebody, you craft knives or something like that. Or you build things. I'm getting somebody who might build picture frames, okay? Or you do pottery or something. Maybe you work with herbs. You create candles, or you create like bath salts or something like that. Some of you guys create like protective ointments or oils. I'm just getting this energy of whatever messages that are coming through from the divine that you're meant to create. It's there to help others, okay? It's there for you to pass down to generations. Okay, yeah, for some of you guys, you have definitely been, again, psychic since birth. Like, you were born psychic, okay? And this is something that you are meant to work on, that you're meant to master in this lifetime. Even if this isn't something that you make like your bread off of, okay? Like, you don't make your money off of it. It doesn't matter. You're still meant to master something. Some of you guys are meant to write, okay, or sing or dance, all right? I'm getting that energy of just like expressing yourself, okay, and expressing yourself with the messages the divine messages that come through spirit, okay? Some of you guys are meant to write down your life story here. I feel like if you are, it's going to be a hell of a read, okay? Because I feel like it goes up, it goes down, it goes here, it goes there. I feel like it's something like that. Like, some of you guys have been through so much because you're meant to write it down. And some of you might instantly start to feel like, well, who would give a crap about my life, right? I'm not even well known. It's not like I'm like, you know, I don't know, Tom Cruise or somebody. I'm just pulling somebody famous out of my mind, okay? You know, that people know and might be interested in. Like, I'm just, you know, a nobody. I get that energy very strongly, okay? But the thing about it is, not a lot of people can relate to Tom Cruise's story, right? I mean, maybe parts of it, but being a billionaire celebrity not a lot of people can relate to, okay? But a lot of people can relate to feeling ostracized in their family, okay? Being homeless, being an addict, all right? Having to take care of their siblings, having to have 3 jobs, you know, and support their kids on their own. A lot of people can relate to that, okay? Going through messy relationships, having to heal yourself, okay? People can relate to those stories because that's the story that a lot of people are going through. Like, I feel like there's this energy where you might feel like you're separate, Gemini, like you're separate from the human race, but really you're not, okay? You fit right in. Everybody's going through something in their own way, and somehow we're all connected. They're showing me like a web. Okay, like a web we're all connected to. Yeah, whatever this is that you're meant to create, it's meant to bring you some kind of abundance here, for sure, okay? And it's a seed that you can plant. So some of you guys have been given something, a seed that you can plant that will grow and bring you some kind of abundance, for sure. What is this potential here, this golden egg? Let's see, what's this potential here? We have the 4 of Cups. For some of you, this could be something that you're resisting, okay? For some of you, Spirit has been giving you idea after idea or inspiration after inspiration, okay? Spirit's been like, here, take this, and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. It's giving me that kind of energy, just feeling like, you know, you're not focusing on what you need to be focusing on, okay? There could be a real sense of like apathy or something within your life and feeling like you're not connecting to things in the way that you want to connect to things, okay? So there's something here about listening to the divine guidance that's coming through and allowing it to flow, basically, okay? Because some of you guys are magicians. That's another energy that I was getting that I didn't get to say. Some of you guys are magicians and you're just not aware of it, okay? So how I was talking about needing to write down, you know, when you say things and then it happens, needing to write that down, there's something here with that. Because some of you guys are out here just doing straight magic tricks and you're not even aware of it, Gemini, okay? So that's why, again, it's very important that you keep yourself really positive, okay? It's okay when bad things happen to you. I don't like that toxic positivity where you don't acknowledge the bad things that have happened. It's just about not dwelling on it, right? It's just about when they're giving me like a white canvas here and you can put really, you know, intricate, beautiful, vibrant colors on it, or you can do these grays, you know, if you want to. It's all about what you want to put on your canvas, okay? You might be in a really gray mood, but you want to draw something really beautiful, or you want to put something really beautiful on your canvas, okay? So that's the energy that I'm getting here. It's about what you want to put on your canvas. I feel like some of you guys have been offered this spiritual initiation as well several times that I was picking up on. I feel like Spirit has been trying to offer you the next step of your spiritual journey for a while. And, you know, the egg is still here. It's not gone or anything, but it's also not hatched into the reality because you, I don't know, all these times that you've been offered something, you're just like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. I feel like maybe you feel like something's supposed to happen in a certain way, and because it hasn't happened in that way, this couldn't possibly be what Spirit's trying to tell you. Or for some of you guys, you do know what Spirit's trying to tell you and you just straight up ignoring it. I mean, damn, we have all done it. Okay, we have all done it. Spirit was telling me for months before I quit smoking weed. Spirit was telling me for months, Jessica, it is time to stop. Okay? And I was seeing the effects that were showing up in my physical life, in my spiritual life. Like, I was seeing the effects and I was still determined to not listen. Okay? So it happens to the best of us. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Anything I say on this channel is really nothing to be ashamed of, because I'm definitely not out here judging anybody. And a lot of the things that I talk about, I've probably been through myself. So there really is no judgment here. I just feel like there's this energy here of needing to listen, needing to start listening to whatever message that Spirit has been giving you, because that's how you're going to hatch this egg of potential. That's how it's going to happen. And it could be scary. It could be hard. It could be something that makes you feel like, I don't want to. right? I don't want to face this. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to take this next step. I don't want to invoke this change because it's scary, right? And maybe I have to end some things. Maybe I have to walk away from some things. Maybe I have to be real with myself and admit that, you know, I need some help, or I need something different in my life, or I haven't been doing things the way that I really should. Like some of you guys, it's weird. It's not weird, but you know what I mean? It's giving me this energy of like not wanting to let spirit down, but spirit already knows about it. It's like, you know, it's the strangest example that they're giving me, okay? But I guess this is the easiest way for me to explain this. They're giving me the energy of somebody who has had a baby, but yet you don't want to talk about sex with your parents. Like, not like, you know, a casual conversation, but you don't even want them to know that you've had sex. Like, I don't even want to admit I've had sex. I don't want it, you know, but you have a baby. Like, clearly you've done it. You know what I mean? And again, it's not something we need to talk about at the dinner table or anything, but it's also not something to just be like, ew, what is that? I've never heard of that before, right? When it's like you're holding a baby. So you definitely heard of it before. Like, it's giving that kind of energy, like spirit already knows everything that's going on, you know, in your heart, in your mind, the shame that you feel, the anger that you feel, the skepticism that you feel. Spirit already knows all of that. So there's no need to put any kind of airs on or hide. That's one of the best things about having a connection with spirit that I find, is that I don't have to put on any kind of airs, any kind of act. I can come to spirit in whatever energy that I'm feeling at that moment. Whether I'm happy, whether I'm sad, whether I'm pissed off, okay, whether I'm doubtful, it doesn't matter because it already knows. You know, it's like the easiest conversation. It's the easiest connection that you can have. And there's no need to feel shame, or there's no need to feel any kind of embarrassment, because spirit already knows and isn't judging you, okay? It's like, it's not judging you. It's just wanting you to do what you want to do, what your higher self is calling you towards, okay? What experience you set out for yourself, it wants you to have. So there's something about that. Give me something for this peacock really fast. The peacock, what is this? And I feel like this is you, again, like stepping in. That's gonna be way too many, guys. But that sun energy on the bottom of the deck, yes, that's really the energy I'm getting. I feel like this is you stepping into your authentic self here. We have the Page of Cups with the Queen of Swords. Not being so scrutinizing is what I'm getting. Like, you know, with this card, I always get like she's kind of doing the Susie side eye. She's looking out. She's like, It's like not living within any kind of box or confinements that you've built up in your head of like, this is the proper way. This is going to be the acceptable way. This is going to be the more logical way, right? It's like allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to have imagination, allowing yourself to believe that with this, where's that? Like, where did it go? With this pig up here, like that dreams can come true, okay? That pigs can fly in your world, right? And I don't know, like the impossible could happen, or a miracle could happen for you, okay? So yeah, there's really this energy here with spirit wanting you to step out of whatever kind of box that you've put yourself in, or that you've allowed yourself to be put in, okay? Allow yourself to be authentic. Allow yourself to be creative. Allow yourself to stand out, Gemini. Yes, spirit doubling down on that, okay? Because you are the star. You are meant to be a light. You are meant to be different too. You're not meant to be like everybody else, okay? But whatever this is that you're building, it's a legacy that I feel like generations to come are going to look back on and be like, wow, you know, grandma, grandpa, Gemini, they were the first ones to do this. They were the first ones to step out of the box to create something. They set it up for the rest of us so that we can feel like we can be free to jump out of the box too, okay? That's just the energy that it's giving me. They're showing me a pool of like fish, and then beyond that is the ocean, and there's just this little bit of sand right here, okay? And all the fish are kind of swimming around in a circle, you know, and they don't know what to do, but there's this one fish that's like, hey guys, I bet you if we just jump out and we flop a little bit, there's going to be even more water on the other side. Like, it was getting that intuitive message. Everybody else is like, oh no, you're fucking crazy, you're weird, right? Shut up, Fred. We don't want to hear it, Fred. Okay? Like, it's giving that kind of energy. But Fred decides one day, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump out. It jumps out, flops a little bit, and then bam, the ocean is right there. Okay? And then I feel like he jumps out of the water and he's like, hey guys, it's good over here. And then that encourages the other fish to go ahead and do the same thing, all right? And not every little fish is gonna make it. Some of the fishes that flop out, they're gonna sit there and flop and not have the strength to keep going. Other fishes aren't even going to be willing to believe it. They're gonna think it's a scam. It's, you know, there's something that's ludicrous about this. It's not real, okay? And they're gonna stay in their little pond forever. But the ones that are strong enough, are brave enough to flop out and keep flopping, they're gonna reach freedom, just like little Fred. Strange analogy, but that's what I'm getting, okay? All right, let's get some additional messages / advice, and I want to use the color deck for this. Additional messages / advice for Gemini with these spiritual messages. Whew, okay, we have the Ruby Rose card number 4. Loving your soul's path. I mean, come on, okay? And this card, it came with like a little typo. It's always been there where if you look, I don't know if you can see it, but the path, it looks like it's actually an I instead of a T. And so it looks like pain. So for the longest time, I was looking at this card like loving your soul's pain, okay? Because your pain is your power. I mean, a lot of people don't like to believe that, and that's cool. I really can't sit here and worry about what everybody thinks about the messages or how everybody feels about it and all that. I just kind of have to give the messages, okay? So for the ones that resonate with their pain being power and not a state of victimhood to step into and just be like, oh, I'm a wounded person that was hurt and that was, you know, left behind. And I'm sure that you were, right? But that's not all you are, unless that's what you want to be, okay? So I'm just getting that energy here of like loving your soul's path, loving your soul's pain, loving everything about yourself because it all makes up who you are, all right? What do we have here for Gemini? We have Legion coming out, card number 30. Be a friend or ally. Interesting because we have 4, 3, okay? Some of you guys could be 34, 43, something like that. You could be 30, okay? We have Ground Thyself, card number 73, okay? 37, 73. There's something here with this Legion energy too with your ancestry. It's like, you know, being a friend or an ally to your ancestry, okay? Like that is what you're here to do, is carry on the legacy, Gemini, for some of you guys, or create a whole new one. We have card number 82, Smoke, Ignorance, and Mystery. You know, it can go both ways there. 28, 82 could be significant. 382, 283, 482, 42. Okay, 43. Anyways, yeah, I'm getting that energy here of like, some of you guys aren't sure if it's a smoke, if it's ignorance, if it's a mystery, if it's real, okay? But there's something about that. There's also something here about, again, the magic that lies within you, all right? The mystery that's waiting to be solved. I'm just getting that energy very strongly, okay? Some of you guys could need to do smoke cleansings, okay? Or cleanse yourself. And we have Paradise, card number 88, Heaven on Earth. Wow, that's powerful to me, okay? 828 could be significant. 888, you could be a life path 8, life path 2, 3, 4, 7, 5. Card number 75, Typha, Earth energy. Heaven on Earth. So yeah, you're in the right place, Gemini. I don't know if you were like, am I in the right spot? Am I really on Earth? Yes, you are, okay? Anyways, guys, I hope that reading has helped. I hope it resonated. I hope it did something. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.